Okay, Coach, started off with thoughts on the match.
I'm excited about the way we're playing volleyball. And I think one of the things we talk about a lot in our program is response. And I didn't think we had a great first set, but I really appreciated the response we had in the second and slowly started to figure things out and gotten better and better as that match went on to the point where Georgia couldn't play with us. And they're a good volleyball team. They should have more wins than they have, so it's a big win for us in the program and excited about the path that our girls are on.
We talk about different ways to win. Today, the efficiency a little lower than it's been, but 19 team blocks, season high. Kind of talk about what you guys were doing defensively in the net today.
I think we had a good game plan coming in. I think we've changed the way we scout a little bit and the way we present it and the way we work on it in practice. So I think that's paying off a little bit. And like we've been holding teams to a really low efficiency all year. But I think the last couple, it's just our girls have done a really good job of executing the game plan. And I'm not sure. I'm sure it was team wide. I know Ifenna had like 7 in a row at one point in the first and second set. So I'm just excited that the team's able to execute the game plan at the level that we are and able to limit our opponents and take advantage of some overmatch or some rotations where we can take advantage of some things.
And then you mentioned Ifenna. I just want to quickly touch on 13 blocks total today, one shy of a career high, season high for her. How does she just keep getting better and better and better? I
think it starts with the baseline of what we did when we first got here. Like she's turned into a really, really efficient read blocker. I think on top of that, just she has this innate ability to use her hands in some different ways. And I think her last stuff, I think she was leaving to go to the go and all of a sudden put the brakes on because they said something different and just got her hands over the net. And that's what it takes if you're really good at that skill. If you have this innate ability to sniff out the ball and use your hands to direct it in the direction that you want. And she's getting better and better at that.
And then I want to touch on serving. In that first set, we had 7 errors, but then 7 errors throughout the rest of the 3 sets. You cleaned that up.
We had 7 errors? No way. I'm just kidding. No, when I talk about response, and that's just a tricky skill because you want to be aggressive in it. So we're talking about in the first set and try to use some language around, hey, we need to be pinpoint where this is going to go, but keep it flat. And we kind of hit the reset button going into the second set, and I just said, find your volume. We're going to be fine in this. Find your volume that you can keep it in right now, but pinpoint it up where you want it, and then turn up the volume as we went. And I thought we did a really, really good job of that throughout that second set, and then it bled into the third, and then bled into the fourth to the point where we could be aggressive again back there. So I like the reset. We need to do it earlier. We need to do it in the middle of the first and figure out how to do that because as we go further and further in the NCAA tournament, it's going to get harder and harder, and we can't give up a set. And again, I'm really, really excited about the response that we had, and great teams were able to do it a little bit earlier in the middle of the first.
I'll open it up if anyone has any questions.
How did having the 12th man in the atmosphere of Reed Arena help the team today?
Probably should have started with that. I look around in some of the matches, and I think I've said it in this press conference that I try to have a moment of gratitude in every match, and that's usually where it's centered right now. Is I'm really honored, proud, and I'll say proud of the work that myself and our staff have put in to try to grow the brand of just volleyball as a whole here, that this is an exciting game to come watch. They're trying to upgrade the atmosphere here. And we continue to have people come into our gym and just be like, man, that was the most fun I've had in an athletic event in a while. And that's music to my ears. It's what we're trying to do to get people to fall in love with this thing. So I'll say to the overall 12th man, thank you for coming in and falling in love with this team. You got one more chance on Sunday. Hopefully, knock on wood, if things go really well, maybe we host the first couple rounds here, but that will be coming because I think it's something that this fan base deserves, is to see this team play in the postseason at home. But for now, I'm going to throw another shout out to our student section. And I look over there, and again, I think I've said it in here also, my goal is to have that flipped so it shows up on Camera Center when somebody's tuning into the TV, because it's special just in the fact that people are showing up in the number. But I think the second piece is just how vocal, how engaged, how much they're dressing like me. But it's a fun atmosphere, and it's exactly what I envisioned when I put this program together and my vision of what this thing would be. So it's really cool for me to see it coming together.
Obviously, thoughts on the match first.
I think we played very well, very clean. You know, coming off of a road win, I think we needed to bring that energy and whatnot back to home. And, you know, especially for it being the end of the season, I think we did a very good job.
Same to you.
Yeah, no, like she said, like sometimes things at the end of the season like can feel like a drag. We always say like have the best October and then bleed into November. So I think we're doing a really good job of, you know, coming into practice, preparing just for the, you know, last little 3 stretch before the tournament. So
I want to touch on blocking today. So 19 as a team. You had 13 today, one off your career high, season high, and you reached 250 for your career. So blocking all around today. What were you guys seeing at the net defensively?
Yeah, I mean, like we said, we practice that a lot, just in the gym every day, just I think independent hands, being able to like visualize where the ball's going to go and get up and press. I don't know. I think we all did a very good job of that today.
I agree.
You touched on your 13 a little bit more today.
I kind of was just like, what I was seeing, I was taking, you know, my opposite right here, and my outsides were talking to me and like telling me where they were going, so it kind of helped make things easier in my head, so I kind of just knew where to go quickly.
Started a little bit slow in that first. Well, we started off fast and it kind of broke down a little bit towards the end of the first, but response in the second, third, and fourth. What were your guys' messages to one another in that end of the first set?
Yeah, I think we just knew we could play better. Like, I think we aired ourselves out of that first set. We had the lead, and we just gave it up by missing serves, making, you know, dumb hitting mistakes. So we knew we had it in us. Like, we knew that wasn't the way that we play. And so just knowing that they're not doing anything special, we go clean it up and then take the next three. So
yeah, I agree. Just, you know, playing like us, playing the way that we practice, you know, leaning on each other, just all those little things come together.
I'll open up to questions.
What are y'all gonna take from this match into the match against LSU on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I think just knowing that we do have that loss against LSU, right? So just, you know, preparing tomorrow and then Sunday and kind of bouncing off the momentum that we have from OU today and just keeping that rolling into LSU. So
yeah, and then also, like she said, feeding off of our win from today, feeding off of the energy that the 12th man gives us, that they come and fill this arena for us, make noise for us, so we put on a show for them.